everyone else had gone back upstairs, Jacob, before going back into the bar, sitting down and having a beer, did tell you is that they had seen somebody across the street, kind of looking from around the corner of a building.
Okay. Since Jacob, well, metagaming since Mac isn't here, but since Jacob is probably not coming with us, I'm gonna turn to let me just see what his name was again. What was your character's name? Tali. Was it Dogue or Bogue or Hogue or something like that?
Yeah, Hogue.
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 He's gonna turn to Hogue. Elazar is gonna turn to Hogue and say, "Look, if it was just a couple of fighters going against another fighter, we might be able to take them down. But if this cultist actually can manipulate the dead or whatever, or rats or whatever it's doing, we might need some magic users. So I suggest we wait for the others before we go charging into the dark alleys."
Agreed, agreed. That sounds like a plan.
So I guess we'll head back down and take a look at these rats that the cleric is still fisticuffing with.
Well, well, while they're discussing it upstairs, I will go to cast a spell. Um,
Uh,
do these rats total have uh more than have 5 hit points or so each?
they have less than.
They should
Less
have
than
less than
five
one.
each.
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be a -2 spell modifier. Yeah, this spell, its spell modifier varies depending on the HP of the targets. And it's called Calm Animal. Aggressive animals in the radius, which is 5 meters, can be calmed by this spell. Magical creatures such as unicorns and nether wolves are immune to the spell. Creatures under the effect of spells such as Dominate Animal, as are animals under the effect of spells such as Dominate Animal. Okay?
All right.
Ooh, and I succeeded. So the 2 rats are essentially pacified.
Yes, they are. They look at you, kind of turn their heads, squeak a bit, and go running underneath the barrels.
I'll be good now. Only lasts for an hour on them. Yeah. But that's when I start walking upstairs.
All right.
And it is a very long cooldown for that spell, but it kind of makes sense. It's a pretty potent spell, especially for level 1.
All right. In that case, the rats scary underneath. You start making your way up the stairs, where you run into Elazar and Hogue.
Huh. Back already?
Yeah, it seems Jacob. He kind of gestures to Jacob, who's over there at the bar. He says, "Seems Jacob noticed some sneaky cultist stalking around in the alleys. Probably has something to do with the rats. So instead of going after him, we decided to wait for you in case we needed a healer."
Well, at least I know the rats aren't dominated, but they might be under something like a frenzy spell.
Hmm. Is that what's making them attack
But
people?
that probably gets a confused look like, how do you know they're not dominated?
I mean, Elazar just assumes you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can find this
Just
guy.
a second here. Real quick, however. if you just want to go ahead and make a roll, let me see. Knowledge, mind plus intellect. Things you're sitting here pondering about these rats and how they're acting.
Okay, mind plus intellect.
I
Yep.
failed. Not a surprise. Ooh, we're all failing so far.
Yeah, can somebody roll for me? I'm kind of outside right now.
That's fine. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
That
We're
would
just
probably
like,
be a negative on that roll as well. 14. But yeah, you
Yeah, that's
ponder, but you have no clue on why the rats would be acting like that, other than your guesses.
yeah, and just to a clarification, we do know that they're branded with the cultist symbol, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So, but that's all we know. I mean, okay. Um, well, I guess. Hmm. And this is Elazar talking. He's like, I personally don't want to go looking for a cult without. And he glances back over to Jacob, who's probably getting drunk, without our full party. However, it doesn't hurt to ask questions and look around, do some recon, and kind of get more information before we do go up against an entire cult. If it's the cult doing it.
Now, while we're having this discussion, I'll cast some healing on on anyone who's injured.
I gotta look for my HP.
And
This will be for me because I'm a little bit hurt.
Where's
Okay, I'm
I
back up
HP?
to
believe that
full.
Hogue was also injured.
Okay, yeah, I'm back to full health already, so.
Yeah, Hogue was showing 13 out of 21 hit points.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'll cast it on him too.
Nice.
Okay, gets 11 from him to him.
I will actually bring him up to full.
sweet. Thank you. I kind of needed that.
Well, we can do some more exploring of the basement while our friend is drinking.
Hmm. Yeah, what if he turns to Hogue and he says, Hogue, what? I mean, you like a good alcoholic beverage every now and again, don't you?
Well, yeah, that's kind of my nightly ritual.
What? Why don't
That
you?
fillet things.
Great. Why don't you join Jacob over there for a while and ask the bartender some questions about maybe if he's made any enemies. I can't imagine someone just wanting to cause a random tavern to go out of business for no reason. So just see if you can get some more information out of him. Me and um, name. What's your character's name?
Lex.
Me and Lex here will
Lex.
head back down there and see if we can find anything out, anything more out. Although I don't think we're gonna be able to find too much more. I think until we get out on the street and actually start finding these cultists. But hey, you never know.
All right, all right. I'll do that. Holla if you need me, though.
Oh, of
Uh,
course.
I don't like being split up with everybody,
I I,
especially with these crazy cultists around controlling rats.
I understand. I definitely won't leave the building without you for sure.
All right, my character
I always
goes
come
over
from
to
the
the bar.
entrance. Shall I continue?
All right. Uh, well, go ahead. Hogue is going to have a seat down at the bar. order up a drink, start chatting. Elazar, Lex, the two of you are going back down into the basement. Do remember that there was the small tunnel you would have to hunker down to go through here. And then there was the second room of the tavern basement proper.
Oh yeah, did we
Pick
ever?
up the lantern and start moving into that room.
Okay, yeah, because I don't remember if we checked that one or not.
Not
You did
really.
not.
Okay,
That was just the light shining into the room.
okay. And that tunnel, that's like that's obviously like a really cramped tunnel that would, we'd have to crawl through on our hands and knees if we wanted to investigate it, right? Or is it
Yeah.
smaller than that? Okay.
Yes, you would.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just walk in, look around with the light shining. Specifically
Now
looking
holding
for,
the light over his shoulder so he can actually, so he's not having to hold the light, but he can see.
yeah, and I've got my hand on my sheath sword, and I'm just looking around, to specifically looking for rats, but also maybe looking for maybe something that doesn't, something that looks out of place. Because I'm imagining Elazar is now kind of getting suspicious of the bartender. Like, why would rat worshippers want to attack you? Like, is it just because they want your meat, or is it something more than that? So he's kind of looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, the first thing that you notice. Here, I actually have.
Oh, really, cats?
I heard
Right?
I just tossed something in the trash, and when my cat's like, "Oh, I'm gonna investigate this,"
it.
rolled a nat.
My cat will do
Obviously,
that.
no,
The cat rolled in that one.
rolled a fumble.
My cat will do that with uh, tuna fish.
Ugh.
If you don't share it and just toss the can into the
That's
trash, he'll knock the can over.
that's what my dog. That's what my dog does with pizza crust. Like if you throw the pizza crust at him, he'll chase it across the room, and then crash into a counter or something trying to get it.
All right, but as you move into that room, Lex behind you holding out the light to illuminate, you can see off in the northeastern corner a whole bunch of the barrels are knocked about, and you can see another one of those tunnels shoot through the wall there.
Hmm.
This one is quite obvious. It's also a bit larger, and you can hear scuttling noises coming from inside of that tunnel. An occasional squeak.
I glance over to Lex and say, "Did your little spell work on all the rats in the vicinity, or just the ones you could see in the other room?"
Just the two that were in the other room with me.
Gotcha. Guess we'll move a little bit into more visible range so we can kind of try to look into the hole and see if it's a lot of little rats or one big rat.
Looking in, you can actually see off in the distance 4 red eyes glowing back at you. They look larger than the other rats.
Okay, I glance over and I say, "Lex, we've either got 2 slightly larger rats or 1 giant rat with 4 eyes."
I don't know of any rats with 4 eyes.
Then it's
But I
probably the
presume
first.
I don't know of any rats with 4 eyes.
Could be some kind of mutant, but either way, he kind of unsheathes his sword, ching, and says, um, "How far in is it? Like a few feet, like 24 feet, or is it like on its way out the hole?"
Hold on, I'm doing a quick count here.
So,
It is probably about 30 feet. It's just at the distance of the lantern light.
okay, so it's coming in our direction, I imagine, if I can see its eyes. Um,
Or at least looking in our
It is.
direction.
yeah.
Yes, it is definitely two different things because 2 of the eyes are advancing and 2 of the eyes are staying back.
Okay. Um, I look around. Do I see anything like a metal grate or a door, something that I can just slam up against this hole to kind of slow them down a bit? Maybe
Yeah,
enough
one of
barrel.
those larger barrels
Okay.
would fit right in there nicely.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab
It'd
the.
be temporary, of course.
Yeah, I just want to put it there for a moment, just so I can. Uh, maybe I'll look over to Lex and say, well, since these are a bit bigger, you might want to go get Hogue. I think he might enjoy killing these a bit more than I would.
Okay, I go. I kind of set down. I set the lamp down in the middle here
Gotcha.
and jog back upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Hey
kind of.
Ho, you feel like smashing some more rats?
Yeah, I'm just got my.
Oh yeah, barkeep. I'm sorry, but this beer, this mead that I just ordered, I will come back for. We have some discussions to talk about. I will be back, and I'm heading towards downstairs.
Okay. And yeah, you were only sitting there long enough to get your tankard of mead.
Right.
He does, however, offer you that you can take it with you if you wish.
A sword in one hand and a tankard of meat in the other. The best day ever.
Yeah,
Perhaps
we'll
it
do
could be like
that.
the
Why
drinking
not?
game. If you can get through the fight without spilling your mead, you win.
You know how you do that? You drink as much as you can while fighting.
Exactly. Spilling it all over my giant beard.
If there's less in the cup,
Did it
there's
with
less that
wiffle
can
ball
fall
at a
out.
party one time. It was beer wiffle ball.
No party fouls, please.
So yes, Hook, you catch up down into the basement in the second room. You pass through that large room where you had the fight, barrels on either side. Moving to the north through that is the room you're moving into now. You can see the northeastern corner has the tunnel with a barrel shoved in it, heading to the east.
Ah, I hear you need my help. What am I killing? And then I take a sip of my mead.
Well, it looks like we've got maybe two more rats in there, but they're a lot bigger than the other ones. So I figured, you know, if we have more numbers, we're more likely to not get our ankles bit off.
Well, the bigger they are, the bloodier the mess.
Yes.
You can start to hear a scratching and scraping on the far side of that barrel. Sounds like one of those rats is starting to try and dig its way through.
Hey, if I move this barrel real quick, what kind of weapon does Hogue have again? Was it a sword? I think.
Yeah, well, we discovered that like I couldn't have the two-handed sword, so like I went with like just a normal sword.
Okay. What if I move the barrel back real quick? Of course, it's gonna stick its head out, and you just drop that thing like a guillotine down on its head, down on its neck.
Ah, sneak attack. I like it.
Yep.
All right,
Death from
I'm ready.
above. All right. So that's what I want to do. I want to just like as soon as he's in position, just move it back maybe 6 inches, just enough for that thing to get its neck out, and then him drop the sword in between those 6 inches.
Yeah, and that sounds like a really good idea. So on that attack roll, you're going to get a +3 bonus to that roll, well, to the target number.
All right.
So yeah, you pull that barrel back about 6 inches, and you can actually see the rat's head was chewing on the barrel, and its teeth are still kind of stuck into it, and it stretches its neck out just perfect for you. So go ahead and swing.
I got an 8.
Oh, a mighty roll indeed. Yeah, your sword comes down in a wonderful arc, making a delightful mess out of things. It does, however, miss your tankard.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I pushed. As soon as the thing is dead, I just shove the barrel back, and I'm like, all right, now probably in a couple minutes, the next one will try to chew through. We'll do the exact same thing. If it doesn't fall
And
for it this time, we'll know that they're smarter than the average rat.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a quick roll on that and see. After about 90 seconds, you start to hear gnawing on that barrel again.
All right.
Apparently, the rats are not very smart.
All right. You ready, Hogue?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Same thing. I move back 6 inches, just enough for the sword to come down.
All right. And this time, it doesn't have its teeth sunk into the barrel,
Oh.
but as soon as you pull it out, it comes out with its head looking up at you, just in time to see the sword coming down. Go ahead and roll.
I got a 7.
Nice.
All right. Once again, I don't need to bother rolling defense on that.
This one saw its death
And
coming.
indeed, yes, it did. It had enough time to let out a little
Squeak.
before its end came.
Nice.
If somebody wants to go ahead and make a roll, let me give you a quick number here. Mind plus intellect or eight, whichever is better. Perception.
Okay.
I got a +2 on perception, so I'll use that one.
All right.
I got a 4.
We both got 4s.
Oh, nice rolls.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't hear any other noises coming from down in that tunnel. Do you look as well?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I moved the barrel out the way, probably like, I don't know, 8 inches, just enough so I could stick my head down there and see if I can see
Hand
any
them
more
the
eyeballs.
hand them the lantern in
Yeah,
particular.
yeah.
Indeed, looking down that tunnel, you do not see any beady little eyes looking at you.
Cool. Yep, looks clear.
Which of us would be the smallest person?
Either the dwarf or the
Me.
elf.
The dwarf could actually move through that tunnel without having to hunch over.
Wow.
Well, he would have to hunch over, but not be down on all fours.
Right. In this game,
It does look
in this
like it start to open at the very end.
Okay, in this game, in this like story, in this universe, are dwarves like natural miners and mountaineers and engineers like in most other lore?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so yeah, he'd be the best to go through a tunnel then.
As a matter of fact, I believe dwarves see in the dark in this game as well.
Yes, they have dark vision, and so do elves. Yay.
Nice.
Gotta love being human.
Right? So the dwarf, looking down, you can see about the same thing, except a little bit further than the human can with the lantern. You can see that the tunnel opens up towards the end. You think you may actually see what looks like the end of a table.
End of a table?
Oh, I'm starting to see stuff. I'm seeing a table. I'm gonna head towards it.
Alright, we're gonna wait on this side because if something happens and you need to run back, we don't want to hold you up.
Good idea.
And then just come back and let us know what you see. And then we'll go with you next, we'll go through next time together.
Well, while he's
Right.
checking out that tunnel, I'd like to see about crawling down this one with a lantern in front of with me as well.
Okay, to really get to that one, you'd have to take a little bit of time to move the barrel out of the way. These are the large casks, but you can do that. You would have to get down on all fours, and looking in, what you would immediately see that it goes straight ahead and then forks north and south.
Hmm.
And Hogue, what you see is you start to get to where that widens out. It opens up into a room. There's a table with a skeleton laying on it. It looks like this may have been a room for torture. There's also two cells in the wall. You would be coming into that room on the western side. It opens up east and south, square in shape. Maybe 20 feet. The two cells would be on the western wall, recessed in. There may be 5 by 5, and there's a door on the southern wall.
I want to try to search the area to see if there's any indication of like really what happened. I mean, it looks like a torture place, but like there might be some evidence around.
Okay, as you start to move into the room and look about, the skeleton on the table starts to rise.
Oh yeah, zombie killing time.
At least it's chained.
Lex, down at the other tunnel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna slowly crawl into it with the lantern in front.
All
See if
right.
I can see where these two branches go to.
Are GM, are they within like if they yell, can I hear them both?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna yell. If you guys need me, let me know. I want to be here so that if either one of you need me, I can respond.
Okay.
Okay, so Lex, to the north, you can see that that tunnel goes maybe 10 feet or so, and then starts to turn to the west. To the south, it goes maybe 5 feet and starts to open up into a large subterranean chamber.
Hmm. I'll head towards
And
the south one.
all right,
And he's crawling right now, right?
that is correct.
Okay. I'm gonna.
But to the south, it's going to start opening up. Go ahead, Elazar.
I was just gonna say, if I know he's actually moving into the tunnel, and I can sort of kind of see and hear Hogue still. I'm just gonna shout to Hogue, "Hey, I want to go make sure Lex is all right. I'll be right back." And he's just gonna he's
All
gonna
right.
he's gonna go to the middle, and he's gonna shout to where he can still hear him. And he's gonna shout, "Lex, is everything all right down there?"
I found a chamber. I'm investigating.
Okay, well, you're both investigating separate places, and I want to be with one of you, but I don't know which one needs me the most, so let me know.
Cover him. I can heal myself if I get injured.
All right, I'll head back to the entrance and say, Hogue, what's in there, man?
As I'm wiping my beard off with the alcohol that I have in my hand. Uh, well, we got a zombie down here, and yeah, it's zombie killing time. Maybe we could sell the head.
Is it just the one?
As far as I can see so far, yes.
Okay, well, if you, I'm gonna let you do that. Just let me know if you need help.
Will do. I throw my tankard at the zombie's head.
One
Give me just
point
a
of
second. I'm
damage.
doing some fog of war here. All right. So now let me get up here to Hogue real quick.
Yep.
You're throwing your tankard at the skeleton as it gets up. Check his initiative real quick.
That looks like a pretty big skeleton.
All right. So yeah, yes, you hit the thing. Well, actually, make a roll on that. Your ranged attack.
All right. Ooh, I failed that one. 17.
Yeah, the tanker goes wide. You make a horrible, grievous injustice, and the meat spills across the room. The skeleton gets up, and it actually has an initiative of 10.
Wow.
That's sad when a dead person is faster than we are.
Well, there's a skeleton. Skeletons tend to be speedy, actually.
Undead are beefier in this game as well. But yes, it approaches and tries grabbing at you with its bony claws. Oh, and indeed rakes across you for 9 points of damage.
How good's your defense?
If you want to roll for your defense,
Yeah. All right, I got a 1.
all right, so you take 8 points.
Now remember, one is a natural success.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for saying that. So you will do the maximum. So whatever your armor value is, which would be
A +2.
What's your total defense?
it would be your constitution and any armor you had.
11. 11.
All right. So in that case, you don't take any damage whatsoever. Probably owe Lex a little thanks for pointing out the crit.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Mm-hmm. Learning systems
So, yes.
is one of those things I'm good at.
Apparently.
Having one of those in the groups is a good thing sometimes.
I try not to roll
Encyclopedia,
spoiler
step
too
up.
much.
No, you're okay. I'll tell you if you do. Don't worry. However, Hogue, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to try to swing my sword at its neck to try to get the head off.
All right, go ahead. Swing, swing, swing. Chop, chop, chop.
All right, I got an 8.
An 8, and it's going to roll for its defense. Ooh. It fumbles. Real quick here, make sure I tell you the right thing for a fumble. Oh, yeah, you do the maximum damage to him. What'd you say you rolled?
I got a
It
2.
was 8.
What is your total attack modifier with that?
+2.
I mean, total. What's your total attack number? Sorry.
Oh, attack number. Sorry. Let's see. Melee attack, right?
Yeah. Melee attack with your weapon bonus and all of that.
All right. 11 + 1.
So 12 points of damage.
Oh, what did you roll?
You rolled an 8.
Yes.
Yeah. So it should only be 8. The actual bonus for the weapon goes to the target number, not the roll.
Yeah, but you said because it fumbled, he did max damage.
No. He fumbled, so it went prone.
Okay. Okay. I haven't learned everything about the system yet.
So it's prone?
Yes, it is. Doing some math real quick. Here we go. Yeah, now the thing is falling down. You swung at it and knocked off some chunks of femur. You do have movement if you wish.
Can I attack it again?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna yell back at. I'm gonna head towards the hole that I came through, and kind of yell and try to get what is it, Alistair or
Elazar.
something like that.
Elazar.
Yeah, Elazar. I'll yell at him. Hey, we got undead over here. I might need a hand.
All right.
Hell of a swing though.
He just starts crawling through. What is the rule for crawling movement in this? Well, I guess I have to wait for my turn. But yeah.
Oh, you're crouching. You're technically crouching, not crawling.
Okay.
And it will not affect your movement.
Okay, so it's what, 4? I think it was. I guess I can check real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, movement rate 4. Okay, I'll probably end up double moving on my turn.
Okay. And that would have to put you right. Actually, Hogue was probably inside the room more than he's showing on the map.
Yeah, but I got a question. Can Hogue actually kind of step over on top of the skeleton now that it's on the ground and kind of pin it with his own weight?
That would be a grappling attack.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he could do that.
But there would be bonuses. There would be bonuses because it was prone. But of course, we could talk about throwing a table on top of it or something like that as well. By all means, please, don't be afraid to try and use the environment like that.
All right.
So you had double moved, so that was your entire turn, Elazar, is that correct?
Yeah. Is perception rolls considered in the actions or no?
That is a free action.
Okay, because I just want to look around and see if there's any chains or, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to pick up a whole table, but if there's some chains or something lying around that I can restrain him with or drop on him or something.
Go right ahead. Make that perception roll.
Right. Nope, I do not notice anything.
Well, you do notice some chains. It's pretty obvious. You just don't notice anything
Right.
interesting other than chains on the table.
Do I notice if the chains are attached to the table or if they're just lying there, or do I not notice?
That you could not deduce, but there are definitely chains on that table.
Okay.
And that would bring it to Lex's turn.
Okay, well, I will look around the chamber I'm in.
Give me just a second. I'll give you a description on that chamber. The tunnel ends at a natural grotto. It's about 10 feet in height. There's a small pond on the far end of it, and there are heavily cobwebbed giant rats. They are all quite dead and desiccated. So that pool is right here. You can also see an exit into another chamber here and here.
What's this right
The
here?
chamber, as well, is right there. That one, however, looks like it is half covered in debris. Like you'd have to go in there, start pulling it away to be able to climb through it.
Okay. I'll cautiously walk over in this direction, kind of weary of the desiccated rats and what was it called? A defensive action?
You won't make an attack, I believe it is.
Well, I gotta look back at the book because I know there's like a defensive action you could take if you didn't attack. I just gotta figure out where that was, what that's called, and what modifiers that gives.
I want to actually have a different section of the
Combat. Okay, 38.
Paradigm check, combat, initiative, movement, action, attack and defense. Yes. Fumbles, melee, position, defenseless, pushing back.
Delaying action.
I see delaying action.
I guess it would be a delaying action to basically punch anything that comes near me.
Okay, well, go ahead and also make a perception roll.
Okay.
That's when Jacob crawls up behind you. Hey, what you find? Ow!
Try to be all quiet.
Okay, success.
All right. Just a second here. In that case, you said that was success?
Yep, 3 out of 8.
All right. Looking into the entire chamber, you can see that it is heavily webbed, more desiccated rats laying about the place. Well, as a rather large spider.
Yeah, I figured.
Hanging out in the corner.
Huh. Does it look hostile?
Yes, it does. It has not noticed you as of yet, however. You still have enough movement to get to it? I believe 1, 2. Yes, you do, and you do have your attack still, if you choose to do so.
I'll just stay where I'm at and hold my action, hold my attack if it approaches me.
All right then.
And no need to harm it if I don't have to.
Okay. In that case, we go back up to the skeleton. Skeleton will spend its movement getting up. And once again, it is going to go after Hogue. And rakes on you for 4. Go ahead.
Can Allison even see, or did he take another lantern with him?
You didn't leave one with me?
Elazar was still.
I thought you said you left one with me.
Yeah, I left one with
Yeah.
you. I just didn't know if you took it down the tunnel with you.
Yeah, I would have done that.
I presume you do,
Yeah,
but then you don't have your
I
shield
presume you still.
equipped.
that's fine. I can have it on my back. I just need my sword for right now.
But, as I was saying, Hogue, the skeleton rakes on you for 4 points.
All right.
You want to make a defense roll?
Yeah. Got an 8.
And 8. All right. In that case, you take no damage. And it is your turn. The skeleton sitting in front of you once again.
I want to take another swing at its neck.
All right, go right ahead.
I got a 6. My
Right.
strength modifier is +3.
Well, it's just your roll.
Oh, okay.
And you said that was 6?
Yep.
All right. In that case, he fails his defense roll. More chunks of bones come flying off of him. The spider, Lex, as you stand there just around the corner peering at it. Looks like it is actually moving over to the other cave area.
Okay.
Maybe it's hoping to find something. But that is its move. Elazar.
Alright, I'm going to set the lantern down on the table, and then I'm going to attack the skeleton. I'll worry about my shield in a minute. I just want to make sure I can attack the skeleton adequately.
Okay.
Let me,
Go ahead and roll for your attack.
if I can remember, let's see, it's melee at the bottom, right? Melee attack at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. There's no modifiers, right?
It should include all your weapon modifiers.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, I totally missed. Probably because I was focusing on the lantern that I was putting down, and I just swung wide or something.
How you only have a 10? Okay.
All right. Lex.
I'm going to flip over to the middle of this room and kind of do a quick search around. See if there's anything in the cobwebs.
All right, so moving into that area,
You find the queen's
you are
spider.
going to need to make a roll. Let me see here. Mobility and agility.
Okay, so target is 6. Failed that.
All right, so as you're moving through, you start to hit some of those cobwebs and start getting tangled up. They start sticking to you, hindering your movement. And that spider, you can hear it stop in the next room and start scurrying across the stone back towards you.
Can I attempt a feat of strength to break free?
Yes, you can. I was about to say that stopped your movement, but you still have an action.
Okay, I'll try to break free with feat of strength. And rolled too high.
All right. So, yeah, you're kind of stuck in the webs as of now. The skeleton
I wish we had like walkie
standing before you, Hogue. What's that?
So I wish we had walkie talkies or something.
High level. We can make those. I can actually make those later, actually.
Oh, nice.
I was going to say you could take a couple of tankards and some string.
I literally at like I think it's level 10 or 12. I'll actually be able to make those. They might be expensive though.
3 points of damage from the skeleton once again raking at you. Want to go ahead and roll?
Yeah, hold on a second. I rolled a 4.
All right. Your armor holds up and protects you. The skeleton does not move, so that is its turn. I'm sorry, that was you, Hogue. Yeah, it's back to you, Hogue.
So right now I'm hurting on health. I'm only got 8 left. So
You haven't taken any damage from any of those.
The first one.
yeah, the first one.
No, because that was a.
You rolled a nat 1, so that maxed your defense.
Yes. So you shouldn't have taken any damage on that first hit.
Well,
The second one should have did you for
4. Okay.
4 points.
Hey, you've been taking his hits like crazy.
All right. Then I'm going to attack him again. Same place, right in the neck. I want to get this skull. I want to get it. I want to try to sell it. I'm sure there's got to be a potion maker out there that wants a undead skull or something like that.
All right.
Let's leave it up to the dice here, huh? All right, I got a 4.
All right, it's defense roll. It fails again on its defense. Yeah, this time you knock an entire leg off it. The thing's just kind of hopping around on one leg. Not much fight left in it, but it's still going. It's telling you that it's only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound. I'll
But a
headbutt you to
scratch.
death.
Are you moving, Hogue?
Yeah, I kind of want to like move out of the way. Is infamous character like coming through the thing, or is he already through?
I'm right next to you.
He's already through and standing directly to your right.
All right, I'm gonna flank him from the other side then.
All right. That wouldn't really
The
give you a
skeleton's
bonus.
kind of in a corner.
Yeah, he's kind of in a corner, and Elazar's got the table between him and the skeleton. Go ahead and make your attack roll. I'm sorry, go ahead and make your move. Did you want to go... You could go south past Elazar, and that would put you with the table between you and the skeleton. You could honestly move completely across the room to the far corner by the door.
That's what I'll do. I'll go by the door.
All right. I will warn you that will also make it so the skeleton could just walk 10 feet to the south and attack you if it wanted to.
He'll probably attack me though.
True.
Elazar would be the closest one. All right, so that was Hoag's turn. Now that spider that suddenly picked up when Lex got stuck in the webs. It moves up and tries to bite you. You can see venom dripping from its fangs.
Okay.
Oh. That is a crit for 12 points.
Ooh. I'll roll my defense. Stop 6 of it.
All right, so you'll take 6 points, and you will have to defy some poison with your body and your con.
Body con, okay. Ooh, no, failed that check.
All right.
The game thought it was D&D.
Get the poison here. Make sure I'm giving you the right thing. Come on. Right. All right.
Is drawing my shield, is that a free action or an action?
That is a move action.
Move? Okay. Well, I'm not moving anyway, so that's what I'll probably do.
Right. So, that is a paralyzing poison. So you don't take any damage, but you just kind of slump over, unable to move at the moment. Next turn, you can try and defy the poison again. Perhaps you'll be able to recover.
Okay.
Elazar.
And does that, drawing my shield, does that take my entire movement or just part of it?
That would be your entire movement.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll reach back, grab the shield off my back, and attack this skeleton with my sword.
All right.
Melee. Oh, that's better.
That seems a little low for your sword strike.
4 points.
Let's see, I got 2 bonus.
However,
weapon bonus.
it fails its roll. So you do 4 points. And that is actually enough to kill it.
Can I tell you how it dies? How I kill it?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
By all
Hogue,
means.
Hogue, at your feet is your tankard of now empty tankard, but it's still up. It's facing upward on the ground, and I swing with my sword as like a backhand, and the head comes off, goes across the room, and lands in the tankard at your feet. And I was like, "There's your head."
That was great.
You're welcome. Now let's go find that crazy cleric.
Yes, let's go. I pick up the head while we take off.
Back through the tunnel.
Yep.
Yep.
Lex, go ahead and make another roll to try and defy that poison.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. The entire time you were coherent, feeling those fangs sink the poison into you, you manage to fight it off. You can see that spider is gearing up to start encasing you in its web. Making that roll, I will say, is a move action, so you still have an attack.
Okay, I'm going
You
to
are,
punch
however,
at
prone.
the spider. I'm phoned
Okay.
still.
Yes, you are.
I guess I'll stand up, and that probably uses all my action, doesn't it?
Yes, it would. You are no longer under the effects of the poison, and you are standing, which is a lot better than you were.
As I'm about to run
Oh,
out, I want to point to the door behind Hogue and be like, "Hey, check that door. We might not have to run all the way around to go find Lex."
All right, we'll do.
You check the door. There is no latch to lock it with, so obviously it is not locked. You jiggle it a bit, and it feels like it is moving freely, so it would easily open. It appears to be quite old. You could probably break it without struggling too much. You don't know about traps, however.
Can I peer through the door and see if I can see anything?
Uh, so you're opening it up a little bit and looking through?
Yeah, just a crack.
In that case, looking through, you can see that it extends maybe 10 feet and then tees off to the east and west and terminates going forward.
So it's just a room. There's no exits besides the one I'm standing.
That is correct. You're standing in that small torture room, peeking out a doorway looking south to a 10-foot corridor that terminates with a T intersection going east-west.
All right. Well, it's one of two ways. That's all I could see from here.
Well, we got time. As long as that cleric hasn't run anything more dangerous than a skeleton, we should be fine and take our time and find him.
All right, sounds like a plan. Do you want to just go in together, or do we take opposite sides?
I say we both stick together. Considering we just found a skeleton, we might find something else, so we should probably stick together.
Sounds
It
like
is
a
nice
plan.
to have trust. Have the party trust me to protect myself.
Hey, we know you can handle yourself. Out of game, I want to get there as quickly as possible. In game, I'm like, it'll be fine.
All right, so Hogue, looking through that door was really a free action, I will say. So you still have your full movement and your action.
I want to go to the end of the area and see what I can see. Or it
All
veers
right.
off.
Looking to the west, you can see that the corridor extends about 15 more feet. There's a door about 10 feet down on the southern wall. There's a door off of its hinge, off of the top hinge, and hanging down. That's at the end of the corridor on the western wall. It looks like there is a room of some kind past the door. To the east, the corridor extends about 10 feet, and there's a four-way intersection, maybe, or the room opens up. You can also see some stairs going down. And you have only moved about 10 feet, so I think you could still move a couple spaces in either direction.
I want to go check out the where it's the westerly area.
Where the door's off the hinges?
Yeah,
Okay. And you could double move and I believe make it all the way to that door.
that's where I want to go.
Alright. I'll move you over there. As soon as I get off the fog of war. Alright. And you can now see through the door where it's torn off the hinge. It is a 15 by 15 room. And you can see another one of those tunnels has been chewed through the wall and is heading south. Looks like it may actually connect with that tunnel from the first basement room. And that will end your turn, bringing up the spider. Lex, the spider is standing there. You just stood up before it. It's going to try and shoot you with some webbing and get you stuck. And completely fails. The spray of web shoots wide to your left, hitting the wall behind you. And the spider will actually use its movement to back up and climb up the wall behind it. So it's now like 7 feet up the wall looking down at you.
Okay.
Elazar, you are up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double move to get right behind Hogue.
Okay. And you are actually standing right next to that door to your south.
Yeah, it's open, you said, right? Or hanging
That
open?
door is not. The door to the west
Oh, okay.
here is the one that's off the hinges.
Gotcha. So I can't see through that door then.
No, you can't.
Okay, that's fine. I'll actually, you said
Right.
opening the door and looking in is a free action?
So long as it is not locked or really latched, it is not. So yeah, you could push that
Okay.
door open.
Yeah, I just want to do the same thing, open it an inch, peek inside and see what I can see, at least from my perspective. I'm not trying to see the whole room, just like a general idea of what's going on in there.
Right. Looking in. Get back to the red PDF here.
Elazar is gonna
All right.
chuckle. Maybe we should have had Lex come this way and have you crawl through the rat tunnels down there. Because we got full on corridors and hallways.
Yeah, looking in, you can't see the whole room, but you can make out that there's a table in there, some papers That's about it. A lot of
Okay.
dust and cobwebs.
Yeah. We'll come back and investigate once we found cleric.
All right. Lex, spider up on the wall.
Okay.
You're still stuck in the webs.
I'm gonna try punching at the spider with my brass knuckles.
It is 7 feet up that wall, and you are still stuck in the webs.
And I'll try a feat of strength to break free.
All right, and that would just be a move action, so you can still do something after.
I'll try again, use my
Ooh,
other
still-
action.
Yes, you can.
There we go. And that's a success.
All right. You go pulling with your feet and finally tear them free. And back to Hogue, standing in front of that door that's torn off.
Do I see anything in particular about this room before I head towards the tunnel?
It looks like it was a dressing room at some point in time. There are a number of robes hanging on hooks. They appear to be tattered but still wearable, and they have markings on them. You recognize those markings from before. It's the same ones that were on the rats.
Well, looks like we found their unholy dressing room.
Just open the door.
I'm gonna walk over to the tunnel, and I'm like, well, we gotta go find him. Hopefully, he's not in trouble.
Yes, that would be horrible.
All right. So if you're going to move in and start heading down the tunnel,
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
rolling through it would probably put you somewhere around the T intersection. I presume you'd be double moving through the tunnel.
Yeah.
All right, then you would come to a T intersection. Looking to the west, you can actually see the casks of ale and wine and into the first basement room. And then looking to the south, you can see a large chamber with a pond to the south. There are 2 tunnels going off to the west, as well as another one going to the east, but it is filled with what looks like collapsed rubble, and you might have to do a little excavating to get through it.
And you would see my light coming from one of the tunnels to the west.
I shout out, "Hey, I think I found him! I see light at the end of the tunnel!"
Alright, I'll be there in a few minutes.
And you can hear him, Lex.
Got a spider, so watch yourselves.
Yes! Killing spiders!
The only
This
thing
is a
that
big
deserves-
spider.
Yes, it is. And speaking of that spider, it takes another shot down at you, Lex, with its webbing. Oh, and misses again by 1. Once again, the webbing shoots wide, this time landing at your feet with a splat. It does move, but it's just kind of moving back and forth up there, kind of randomly, like it doesn't want to get hit by anything. Elazar.
Alright, I'm double moving. Oh, and I also want to say I brought my lantern with me, and I'm going to be right behind Hogue.
All right. Lex, that would bring it back to you, and finally, you are free to move.
Oh, okay. Um, I will move back out to here and be like, yeah, that's a really big spider. And cast a heal on myself.
All right.
Yep, that's the one selected. Only heal for 2, but that's better than...
Hogue. You're up.
All right. So I want to head towards where the light is coming from.
It's right next to you.
Yeah, Lex actually came running out holding a lantern. A couple of large holes in his shoulder.
Oh,
Partially closed now.
oh, big spider or little spider?
Look at the size of the holes. Big spider.
All right. We need to be careful about this. They're probably poisonous, I would assume.
Yeah, everything went a little bit numb for a second.
We used to have these same kind of spiders in the caves.
Are you trying
So yeah, I want
to go into the...
I want to go in and try to face the spider.
You can get into the room. As soon as you get into the opening of this second chamber, you can see the spider. It would be to your left and about 7 feet up in the air. It is looking right at you with its plethora of eyes, all black and inky. You couldn't reach it with your weapon right now. It is up too high on the wall. If you had some kind of ranged weapon, you could probably throw it. Of course, getting out a ranged weapon would be a move action, which you already used.
And I think Jacob's the only one with a ranged weapon, right? He has the bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I think.
I want to try to get its attention.
Oh, it's already looking right at you.
Okay. I'm gonna yell it, "Come on, get down here, fight me like a man!"
Now, you still have an action. If you wanted to move elsewhere, you could move. The chamber that you're about to go into with the spider, you can see spider webs all over the floor.
Right. I'm gonna back up a little bit and see if it comes towards me.
All right, then. Are you backing up enough for a move?
Yeah.
Or just back? All right. I'll move you like 10 feet. The spider is actually going to circle back through the other tunnel and meet you there and try and bite you with its long black fangs that you can see the venom dripping out of them, and misses you. Apparently it's not as good as the skeleton is.
True.
Elazar, you were at that T intersection up there.
Yeah. I guess I'll just move 1, 2, 3, and then attack.
All right.
Let's see, melee 0.
Ooh.
I cut off one of its legs.
Its defenses real quick here. Oh. Ooh. And a bad roll on the defense. And so that would put him. So yes, you don't chop the leg entirely off, but you do take the bottom segment of one of its legs off. Black, inky blood drips out as it kind of stumbles around for a second and then brings its gaze upon you. Lex.
Okay, I'm going to move around behind it and try to reach up and grab it and kind of throw it to the ground and pin it.
It is actually right now, because it came down low enough to attack Hogue, you can actually attack it.
I kind of want to pin it so that the others have an easier time attacking it.
Okay, that sounds like it would be grappling.
Yeah, my goal is to pin it with the sword. Right to the wall.
And what would that fall under for grappling?
I'm actually looking that up right now.
Isn't there a skill or talent or something for it?
A feat of strength would be the closest for the skills. And I believe there are talents to give you bonuses to it.
Alright, there's not actually a rolling on it, so I would say that is opposed feats of strength.
Okay.
You're arm wrestling with a spider. Awesome.
8. Success.
And I got a 5, so indeed, you grab this thing and you start pinning it down to the ground so it can't move. I will say anybody else that attacks with it gets a modifier of 2 to your melee attack.
Get it, Hogue.
Yeah, Hogue, it's now your turn. This thing's pinned down in front of you.
All right, I want to try to take a swing at its legs.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I got a 5.
I will match that 5. So you take a swing with your sword, and it manages to lift its legs up in the air as it's pinned down, and your sword goes right underneath of them. Are you moving?
No.
Okay. Elazar.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, it is actually the spider's turn. It's going to try and break free, Lex, so we're going to do another opposed feat of strength check.
Okay.
And I rolled a crit.
Whoa.
I rolled a crit success.
Whoa.
So 10.
Oh! And let me see if it is actually stronger, because we both got crits. That is pretty impressive.
Well, my body is 7, my strength is 3, so a total of 10.
All right. So it is actually slightly stronger than you.
Wow.
It's a big spider.
It adds up to 12 altogether. So it spends this turn. It does break free. However, you still are grappling with it. But that is its entire turn. Salazar.
Alright, time to...
You don't get that bonus anymore, though, because it managed to stand back up.
Fair enough. Alright, melee.
Oh.
Just by 1.
Something you are including the +1 from the sword's attack weapon bonus, right?
The sword I'm using has a 2 weapon bonus. So
Okay.
yeah.
That is weird that your target is so low.
It's probably just because my other stats are lower than normal.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have a modifier on my weapon. I have a target of 10. Although I'm also kind of a beefy cleric.
And I'm a
Uh,
perceptive fighter.
Elazar, Elazar, are you going to move at all?
uh, I mean, we're already kind of flanking it, right? So I don't really need to move to do that. Um, and this is, you said, was like a pond, right?
Yes. Standing there, you can see that it only goes to about knee deep in the deepest sections, which are
Right.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of it just in case there's like a freaking spider rat snake in there or something. And yeah, I'm just gonna stay there for now.
Lex.
Okay, while holding on to this, I will raise up my hand and bring down my knuckles.
All right.
10.
Oh,
10 damage.
max damage. And it fails its defense.
So how bad does it hurt?
Be below. You come down right in its midsection. You can actually see its abdomen quiver, and it kind of tucks it in underneath itself. It looks like you did a really good shot to it. It is, however, still up. And Hogue, your turn.
All right, I'm going to attack it,
All right.
and I got a critical success. A 1.
Oh,
Well, it won't get a 1 again this time.
no, it did not. Let me check its armor. Make sure. Oh, and it fails its roll. So you get to pin this thing down on the ground with your sword. And its legs shoot out straight and quiver and go still.
I slap you on the back. Ah, good job, man.
Ha ha! What a kill! Look at this thing!
Yep, that's your dinner for the next 3 days.
You
wonder if we
think
can
I
get-
would eat this? It's not bloody enough for me.
I wonder if we can get someone to pull these fangs out and get some poison
Yeah,
from them.
put it on our swords, maybe.
You could actually try and do that if you wanted to. Let me bring it up and see what roll
Well,
that would be.
I don't trust my survival with that, or whatever the nature skill would be for this system.
Yeah, I'm trying to see which one that would actually be. I may have to make that up on the fly. So if you wanted to do that, I would say.
I'll just take the entire thing with us and get someone who's an actual like taxonomist
What's
or a hunter
Well, I would say
to do that.
what's Jacob's thing? Is he a healer or what does he do?
He was a mage.
he's a sorcerer. Yeah, he may actually be interested in that.
He might be able to make some potions.
Carrying, yeah. You could even possibly sell the poison off to a thieves guild if you know who they are.
Well, I can use
However-
the poison to make a potion.
Oh, okay.
I
I would
have
say
alchemy.
carrying this thing. Yeah, there you go. The spider is the size of a medium-sized dog, so carrying it around in and of itself might be a bit much. You could cut the head off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just drag the entire thing and leave it over here if we want to finish.
I recommend leaving it like just outside the basement in case someone comes down and sees it. Like leave it in the tunnel.
True.
Also, the rats. It'll be blocking the rats.
Yeah. Set it somewhere that we can grab it on the way out.
Yeah, or if we need it. And I'm
Actually,
thinking,
since y'all would have told me that it's easier to go through here, probably bring it back and set it on the table.
yeah, we could do that. I'm thinking this tavern we're probably gonna end up coming back to a lot just to sleep and eat and gather information. So we could kind of use if we clear the rest of this place out, we might be able to use the basement down here as a base of operations or something.
I'm half in mind to burn the entire place down.
I mean, I don't disagree with you on that. I think once we get rid of
It's
the cult, though, it
a
might be
best.
better.
We still need to talk to that barkeep
Yeah.
and figure out things because I don't think he's being forthright with us.
Yeah, there's something weird
He
here.
might be scared of the cult or something.
I'll take this
What
moment to do
about that
another healing
murder
on
room that
myself
we came through?
and heal Hodge where he got hit by the skeleton.
Okay.
So this is for me. I fail that. Now, and this is for Hodge. And I'll take the time to try again as we're talking. Wow, I'm getting bad rolls.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, there you go. There's Hodge getting healed back up for 12, and then I get healed back up for 13. So
Yeah.
We
it took me 5 casting to do 2 healings.
Yeah. As you sit there chatting, Lex is just kind of
Putting his hands on
smacking
him over and
everybody on
over
the
again.
shoulder.
I'm going humming, damn it, humming, damn. Ah, pain's getting to me. Sorry.
Now, it is now just about 6:30 my time. Uh, I don't know how far we want to go ahead without Jacob here tonight.
Yeah, we could do the questioning of the bartender when Jacob gets back. Plus, Jacob's already at the bar, so it makes sense for Jacob to kind of be one of the ones helping interrogate.
true.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
let's before we head off, move back into this room, set the dead spider on the table, and that'll be a good place to leave it before we explore the rest of this place.
yeah, I agree.
All right then. So this would probably be a good place for us to cut it for the evening.
Yeah.
Yep, just move everyone over to the table room.
And
Yeah.
And if we talk to the bartender and it turns out it's just like some cultists who are like extorting him or threatening him or whatever to get, you know, money or something, and then we could just take care of the cultists and then he might just let us have like once we take care of all the rats and spiders and shit, we might be able to just like have the whole basement to ourselves to plan and stuff. So I think even though it sucks now, I think for a long-term investment, it would be really good.
Yeah,
Agreed. Agreed.
All
maybe we
right
can go back
then.
and get the
And
alchemist stuff and from that one from the dungeon we were exploring.
Yeah.
Not aggroing the golem this time.
By the way,
well, those alchemy sets you can also purchase.
yeah. By the way,
Yes.
GM, I have
The
a
other
question.
dungeon.
I have a question about that first dungeon, and it's driving me crazy. Did the whole thing of us just getting knocked out and then losing our memory, was that just a plot thing, or was there someone literally that did that I need to go down, hunt down, and kill? Because it's
That was
driving me
just a
crazy.
plot thing.
Okay, because I was like this whole time I'm
That
just like I gotta take this note, kill whoever drugged me.
the backstory on that is that dungeon used to be the home of a wizard who died out on an adventure. That hallway you walk through with the runes, when that was originally set up, was much more powerful magic, and it was a trap for thieves.
Oh, okay,
They'd
It
walk
was
down that
basically meant,
corridor, and it was a complete and total mind wipe.
gotcha.
But you
it
only
was,
got the tail end weak magic.
yeah. If we'd have gotten the full force of it, we would have basically been reset back to 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, sucking your thumbs, peeing your pants.
Good to know. Because this whole time I'm just
Uh,
like, yeah, there's somebody out there that deserves to die.
which
Uh,
me and Jacob would have told you that that's what it was.
Oh, okay. I mean, I knew the runes were there, and I knew what they were for. I just thought someone had put them there, like, intentionally before we got there. Like, hey, go get this thing for us. Okay, go get it, and then we get knocked out or something like that. But yeah, okay, that makes more
Worf
sense.
going around carrying the grudge. Rather fitting. Okay, so thank yous all for playing. It was a little short, but we'll pick up next time we play.